welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. You look at this Raiders defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that #1 spot.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Past the 60. Past the 60.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. That pass taken in by Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. What we just saw, we saw a lot of last week. He had 5 tackles for loss a week ago and 1 here in the first quarter now.
And I think a lot of that comes from not just his athletic ability and his intelligence and understanding how he's being blocked and how to get to the ball carriers, but also comes from scheme as well. When you've got a guy that high playing that well, your defense coordinator is looking for ways to create mismatches and get him to the football. Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
Now here's a give to Spears. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Let's go, let's go.
3rd down and 6.
18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Ready, up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the... He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Hand off to Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
38-yard line.
19 Lion.
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
6. Mega. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Got it. Ready?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
18, Pioneer.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
They'll run with Spears.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he's got it inside the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Trouble, 38. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Drill, 52. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Get it.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here's a run by Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
That's pulled in at the 32. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
19 tight.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Rattler, 18.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying.
Touchdown! David Njoku, 34 yards. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Now he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready?
At the 37-yard line.
'79 Broncos. On the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people...
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
60 Mavericks.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. The partner still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville, 3rd quarter action. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. David Njoku with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd.